Africa is rising. But behind the rise lies a shadow, a hand unseen, a voice unheard. Today we expose a truth many fear to whisper: the influence of Western power in African politics. From coups to currencies, from puppet presidents to IMF contracts, the West never left. They just changed tactics. Welcome to Avalanche Facts. Subscribe, hit that bell, and buckle up, because we're diving deep into the engine room of African politics. Let's start with the illusion: Africa gained independence. Technically, yes. Politically, on paper. But economically? Strategically? Absolutely not. Neocolonialism in Africa thrives through the CFA franc, French Africa's grip, the IMF, and the growing African debt crisis. Example: take the CFA franc, a colonial currency still used by 14 African countries, controlled by France. Yes, France holds 50% of their reserves in Paris. That's not independence. That's financial slavery with a smile. Here is a quote from Thomas Sankara. "Debt is a cleverly managed reconquest of Africa." He said it. They assassinated him. How many African leaders have been overthrown, assassinated, or mysteriously replaced, right after saying no to Western interests, defying the CIA in Africa, or refusing to host French military bases, only to fall victim to yet another regime change wrapped in African coups? Patrice Lumumba, murdered with CIA involvement. Kwame Nkrumah, overthrown after calling for African unity. Muammar Gaddafi, bombed after proposing a gold-backed African currency. Coincidence? Hardly. The West supports democracy, until democracy elects someone they don't like. Then suddenly it's destabilization, intervention, or peacekeeping. Let's talk about foreign aid. It sounds noble, but in reality, it's a leash, a bribe, a Trojan horse. IMF loans come with structural adjustment programs, which means privatize your economy, cut public spending, sell off national assets. Result? Hospitals collapse, local industries die, and foreign companies buy everything cheap. We give them gold. They give us aid. We give them oil. They give us debt. What's the point of elections if the real decisions are made in Washington, Paris, or London? Western powers handpick candidates. They pump in campaign money, control media narratives. Once their man wins, it's business as usual: privatization, resource extraction, obedience. But when the people choose for themselves, suddenly, that leader is branded a dictator, populist, or Russian agent. Ask Mali. Ask Burkina Faso. Ask Niger. They broke free, and immediately faced sanctions, threats, and military buildup around them. You may not see European flags flying over African soil, but look closer. You'll see Shell, Total Energies, Glencore, Barrick Gold. These corporations make billions, while the locals live on less than $2 a day. And when people resist, they bring in mercenaries, private armies, or pressure the government to crush dissent. This is not investment. This is economic conquest. But here's the twist they didn't expect: Africa is waking up. Captain Ibrahim Traoré in Burkina Faso. Assimi Goïta in Mali. Abdourahmane Tiani in Niger. These leaders are rejecting foreign troops, kicking out exploiters, and reclaiming sovereignty. And they're not alone. The youths are rising. The people are uniting. The chains are cracking. Africa is no longer begging. Africa is rebuilding, resisting, and rising. So next time someone tells you Africa is free, ask them: who controls the money? Who writes the loans? Who owns the resources? Who benefits from African suffering? Africa will never be truly free until it owns its land, its future, its voice, and its destiny. This has been Avalanche Facts. If you found truth in this message, share it. Let's educate. Let's awaken. Let's unite. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Africa must rise. If you're with the movement, we'll see you in the next one. Power to the people, and power to a free Africa.